Welcome to the graduation ceremony for the class of 2026. My name is Keith Parker, and I have the privilege of being the principal here at Tennessee Online Public School. I would like to take a moment and thank the families and guests who have traveled from across the state to be here with us today. I would also like to welcome Dr. Tudor, Director of Bristol, Tennessee City Schools, and members of our school board for your ongoing support for TOPS. If you didn't know, Bristol and Greenville City Schools are in a unique partnership that provides a K-12, fully online, statewide school. Greenville provides the K-5 education, while Bristol provides the 6-12 education. At this time, I would like to introduce the Assistant Director of Greenville City Schools, Mr. Richard Tipton.
Good afternoon. On behalf of Greenville City Schools and Bristol City Schools, it is my honor to welcome families, friends, honored guests, faculty, staff, and most importantly, the graduating class of 2026 of Tennessee Online Public School. My name is Richard Tipton, and Assistant Director of Schools for Curriculum Instruction for Greenville City Schools. Having served as the founding principal of TOPS at Greenville in this partnership, this is a moment that is especially meaningful to me as I see what this school and each of you have become. I want to begin by recognizing the leadership that makes this work possible. Please join me in thanking our boards of education and district's leaders whose vision and continue to support and sustain Tennessee Online Public School. Their commitment to expanding access and opportunity has impacted students across our state in very meaningful ways. I would also like to recognize our principals, Mr. Keith Parker of TOPS at Bristol and Dr. Lindsay Whedon of TOPS at Greenville for their leadership and daily commitment to students. To our outstanding teachers and staff, thank you. The success we celebrate today is a direct reflection of your dedication, flexibility, and belief in every student that you serve. Graduates, I encourage you to take time today to thank the educators that helped guide you to this moment. To the friends and families and supporters that are here today, your presence speaks volumes. Whether you sat beside a student during a lesson, encouraged them through challenges, or simply believed in their abilities to succeed, you have been an essential part of this journey. Thank you for the role you have played in helping these graduates reach these milestones. Graduates, would you please stand in turn and recognize those who have supported you on your journey? You may be seated. Graduates, today is your day. Take a moment, look around. This moment represents years of perseverance, resilience, and growth. The path you chose that demands independence, discipline, and determination. You learned in a way that asks of you to take ownership of your education, to adapt, and to stay focused on your goals. You've turned kitchens into classrooms, schedules into opportunities, and challenges into successes. In doing so, you didn't just complete your education, you helped redefine what it could look like. Each of you represents the power and purpose of Tennessee Online Public School. You are living proof that a vision for a flexible, high-quality education can create real opportunities for students across our state, and we are incredibly proud of you for this. As you move forward into college, careers, service, or new opportunities, carry with you the skills that you have developed, independence, perseverance, and a willingness to embrace change. The future is full of possibility, and we are confident that you are ready to meet it. Congratulations to the Tennessee Online Public School class of 2026.
Thank you, Mr. Tipton. Now I'm honored to welcome our guest speaker, Dr. Scott Lamy. Dr. Lamy has been working in education across the region for over 20 years and is currently working as the system-wide program assistant for Bristol, Tennessee City Schools. Some of you may remember him for his work he's done working on and off as a math teacher at TOPS. Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Scott Lamy.
Hey, I know that you saw there would be a speaker, and you were like, oh, I hope he's short. Mission accomplished, everybody. You can barely see me over this thing. So I'm going to come out because I can't stand still. You'll figure out I have ADHD in 8 minutes, so I might as well just tell you. You'll see me walk back over there to that podium to remind me of what I'm supposed to be talking about. But here's the thing about a graduation. It's a big deal. It's a big deal to be asked to do it. Like, it's an honor for me to be here with all y'all. I've been here for years, and say that I worked on and off. I did that whether I was full-time or part-time, to be honest. But the reality of this time is that I didn't want to do something that I couldn't explain anything to you. So they asked me to do this. It's super honor. Mr. Parker's like, please, will you do it? And I was like, absolutely not. I will not do it. So I did turn it down, so that's the end of this. I'm done. I'm finished. Obviously, that's not really what happened. But I went back to thinking, like, well, what do I have to say, and who am I? I'm not a director of schools. I'm not a long-term principal. I'm not somebody from a college. I'm not an influencer as far as I know. My kids say definitely not, so that's fine. But the reality is that, do I have anything to say? And maybe I do, because you didn't do it the way you're supposed to do it. You're at TOPS, right? I know that at least once you've had somebody say, well, is it like a real high school? That's not the real high school experience. But who's to say what the real high school experience is? You decide for yourself. You don't get to choose, like, how you have to do it. That's just the way that it is. There's a book by Paul Kingsnorth. It's called Against the Machine. What's the machine? It's essentially this, there's an unwritten expectation of how you get to happiness. You're going to follow this pathway to get to this place. You're going to do this. You're going to get this degree. You're going to graduate high school. So you did that. Check mark on the expectations of your whole life. So good job there. You're going to follow this pathway. You're going to meet these marks. And if you don't worry, we've got some people who can sell you some things that can make you happy. Ultimately, the goal in all this is to be happy. But I didn't follow any path, so what am I doing up here? I went to a group meeting with this project I work with called the Resilient Schools Project. It's a project that helps build school community all throughout the region and a bunch of different schools. It's really fun. Usually I'll speak there, but in the spring I went to their event and I didn't speak there. So, of course, I'm very nervous. What am I doing there? I don't have anybody that I have at my school, like, I didn't have anybody going to it. So it's just me. This could be super awkward. It was anything but awkward. It was awesome. Before I even got in there, people were coming up. Hey, let me talk to you about this. Let me do this thing. Hey, what did you do? I saw a guy I know from Eastman, and he was like, are you speaking? No, I'm not. But what happened is over time, and he was like, cool, that's great. It's a weird conversation to have. But ultimately, the reality of the whole thing was I would sit at these tables, and I noticed that people would have stories about the first time they meet me, because when you really actually meet me, it's usually kind of overwhelming. But they had all these little stories, and they laugh about it. And I go to another story, in a good way, don't worry. I would go to talk to other people, and they'd all have these stories. And what I realized is my life did not follow the normal pathway. Neither did yours. My life is still awesome. My kids are great. I have a lot of fun with my family. I'm happy with my life. I have all these fun friends to be around. And I didn't listen to what the machine told me to do. I didn't meet any of those expectations. So you are coming in an abnormal way, so you can go out and do things in an abnormal way. The easy move here, of course, is to rebel by saying, well, I'm not going to do any of those things. That's not it. You can feel success following a normal pathway, and that's good. You can feel success following a non-traditional pathway. That's also good. You can follow the normal pathway and not feel successful. You can follow the traditional pathway, not feel successful. Boom. So the key thing for you to do as you move forward is simply to define your own success. And that's the hardest thing in the world to do, because the machine will always be there in your ear. It'll always be telling you, here's the thing you need to do to be successful, even if you feel good about something. So think back to your pathway to this graduation day. Some of you are like, who cares? It's just a graduation. But it's not. It's not a transition. It's not a checkpoint. I think most of them, if they leave right now, they're still graduates, right? Yeah. So you're good. You're already done. Congratulations. You're finished. But you're here. Why? Because of all these people, right? This is a day of celebration. It's a day for you to be here and celebrate, so we might as well do that, right? All you are here to celebrate, yes, no? Keep that energy. I like that. So let me just make sure I'm on point here. Okay, we're good. So I'm going to give you a little spin. We're going to do a little activity because I was a teacher for so long, right? And I'm going to give you a gift. As you heard earlier, I didn't make any money in my career, so it's not a physical gift. What I'm going to give you is permission. Permission to what? Well, permission to celebrate little victories along the way. Somewhere along the way, you finished an assignment and you felt pretty good about it. And you're like, well, it's not a big deal. I'm not going to celebrate that. The 7-year-old you drew this awesome picture, but you never let yourself enjoy any of those moments. You got here, you got to the next place, you did this thing, you achieved this, you scored this, you did this thing. It was never good enough because it wasn't the thing you were supposed to do. Every single day you have little successes. Everybody out there, every single day you've had little successes that you did not celebrate. But why? Because the machine told you not to? Let's not do that anymore. We're going to make up for it. So the permission I'm giving you is to celebrate all the successes, and we're going to make up for that here really quickly. Let me tell you, you're not going to remember anything about this speech about 12 minutes after it's over. I've been to plenty of graduations. But hopefully one of you at least, in 6 months from now, has a little thing that you succeed at. And you say, well, it's not that big of a deal. But you know that little leprechaun guy did say that I could celebrate any small victories. So you're going to celebrate. And that's what we're going to do right now. Graduates, at the end of this thing, I'm going to say thank you. I do not want you to clap for me. Instead, I want you to clap for you. I want you to think back to that 7-year-old version of yourself. I want you to think back to that ninja warrior for at least one of you. I want you to think back to all of the little things you did that you didn't think were good enough along the way. And I want you to celebrate them. Families, I did that yesterday. My child graduated from high school at Tennessee High. Wow, that's a vibe, right? Like, what do you do with that? It's my first one. I have a few more. But the reality is that I'm a separate person than just being his dad. In fact, my 13-year-old told me, hey, I'm glad that you have friends other than us, which is a great way for your kid to tell you, thank goodness you have something to keep you away from me for a few minutes a week. But he's like, I'm really proud of you, Dad. Good. So I've had successes along the way. You've had successes along the way, yeah? You guys? You folks? Okay. Teachers, including them, all educators, and the guys working the board. By the way, Cody and Colin work the board for us almost every single year. If you've ever been to a graduation here before and some audio messed up, it was my fault because I do weird stuff like bring an iPod. They are great. And they're going to cheer for themselves too, right? Back in the booth, you guys are going to cheer? Perfect, perfect, perfect. Educators, you've helped hundreds, if not thousands, maybe even millions of students reach the things they wanted to do. But you're more than just that, right? You're real people who have real success. And you thought in your heart that it was not good enough to cheer. We're going to do that right now. So when I say thank you, not that time, I want you to celebrate so loud they hear us across the street. I want you to put up absolutely no decorum. You too. I know you get really uncomfortable about being out of sorts. I need you to be out of sorts today. Okay. Some of you are going to hold in your hearts that I can't do this because it would be embarrassing. Can we make an agreement that we're not going to make other people feel bad for being loud, for clapping, for cheering? Yes? That was so lame. Can we make an agreement that we're not going to be mad at people for being loud? Very good. That's what I want to hear. So in just a second, I'm going to say the thing, and you're going to cheer every moment in your life that you never did. Every little success that you had that you felt, well, that wasn't important enough, because who am I? You're you. You don't have to listen to the machine tell you what it was. You don't have to listen to anybody. You are allowed to cheer yourself every single day because you probably did something that you deserve to. And life's long and hard, and you might as well celebrate. And it's longer and harder if you don't. So you think, like, we're all ready? Are you ready? Here. Oh. Are you ready? Stand up. You can't clap real loud if you're sitting down. Let's go. Unless you can't stand. I get that. That's families too, not just graduates. What are we doing here? We're all in this together, friends. Don't be embarrassed. Be free for 1 minute. And then in 20 years, you could do this again and cheer for yourself again. Now, are you ready? Loud enough so they can hear it. Thank you very much.
All right, you may be seated. Thank you, Dr. Lamy. At this time, we want to recognize our Beta Club seniors. Students who are members of the Beta Club have a 93 or higher average in the fall of their junior and or senior year. When I call your name, please stand and be recognized. Madison Arnold. Chloe Irwin. Lauren Post. Asia Powell. Sam Schultz. Brian Lee Smith. Let's give these students a round of applause for this incredible accomplishment. Now we want to recognize our National Honor Society seniors. Membership in the National Honor Society is open to students in grades 10 through 12 who meet high standards in scholarship, service, leadership, and character. Candidates must have a minimum GPA of 3.0, demonstrate volunteer service, show leadership, and exhibit strong character. When I call your name, please stand and be recognized. Madison Arnold. Trinity Belafont. Grant Gentry. Kendra Parker. Lauren Post. And Asia Powell. Thank you. We would also like to take a minute and introduce our valedictorians for the class of 2026. These are students who have earned a 4.0 GPA throughout their high school career. As I call your name, please stand. Madison Arnold. Adeline Miller. And Brian Lee Smith. Let's give these students a round of applause for all their hard work and dedication. Thank you. At this time, you will hear from two of our valedictorians. Our first speaker will be Madison Arnold, and the second will be Adeline Miller.
Good evening, family, friends, and fellow graduates. I thought long and hard about what I might say to commemorate this moment today, the opening and closing of so many chapters. Therefore, I will try my best to put into words the great joy and hope that I feel for the future and express the enormous sentiment most of us have held for these last 4 years. Let me start off by saying I'm extremely grateful to have been part of the class of 2026 with you all. Throughout the last several years, we have grown up together, despite remaining physically distant for much of our time at TOPS. Though it has not always been an easy journey, especially in navigating the slight bugs of online schooling, it is definitely one to be proud of. It feels like just yesterday I was sitting in a Zoom call, listening to a lecture on X and Y coordinates with some of the same faces that I see today, and dreaming about what the future might have in store. Who would I be? What would I have learned? Where would I be destined to go? I would like to believe that each of you have, at some point or another, been swept up in the mystery of the future as well. In that case, I'm pleased to say the wait is finally over. Welcome to the future, younger selves. I know that oftentimes the future may seem uncertain, especially in the grand scheme of life, but the best advice I ever received is, if you stare at the future too long, the present will start to pass you by. Therefore, in looking back today on the fond memories we have amassed, join me too in looking at the people we have become, and in looking to the people we will become, and the lives we may take on. Never forget to consider the present's role in it all. Never forget to appreciate your current self and what the moment in front of you has to offer. Truly, it has been an honor to be your classmate, student, and friend, and I want to thank each and every one of you for the incredible kindness and support you have offered along the way. With that, I extend my best wishes to you all, and I'm proud to say, congratulations to the class of 2026.
Good evening, faculty, families, guests, and my fellow graduates. Today marks a special day for us all, and standing here now, I am overwhelmed with a sense of pride for each and every one of us. We have come so far, and I am so honored to be standing before you this evening, celebrating the accomplishments of our class. It's hard to find a sense of belonging in crowded public high schools. Honestly, it's hard to find your way in general as a high schooler, no matter who you are. You're expected to know who you want to be, what you want to do, and how to navigate everything from academics to friendships to the pressure of figuring it all out. Traditional high school can make you feel small, lost, or unheard. TOPS did the opposite. It gave us room to breathe, to grow, and to learn in a way that finally made sense. Here, flexibility isn't an exception, it is the foundation. And because of that, I truly believe that we have discovered something powerful. When you are given the opportunity to learn in a way that works for you, you don't just succeed, you thrive. We all come from different backgrounds, different circumstances, and have different ways of learning. But together, we learned how to take responsibility for our own education, how to manage our time, how to advocate for ourselves, how to ask for help when we need it, and how to push forward even when life becomes overwhelming. TOPS didn't just prepare us academically, it prepared us for life. So today, as we celebrate this incredible milestone, I encourage us all to take a moment to appreciate how far we've come, not just in credits earned or assignments completed, but in the confidence, resilience, and independence we've gained along the way. To my fellow graduates, your determination, growth, and perseverance have been remarkable to witness. You've shown what it looks like to keep going, even when the path was not easy, and that is something worth celebrating. I'm inspired by each and every one of you, and I cannot wait to see what life has ahead for all of us. Thank you, and congratulations to the class of 2026.
Thank you, valedictorians. We have asked friends and families of the graduates to send a special video to accompany the diploma presentation. We hope you enjoy it.
Coleman Pierce Anderson.
Madison Mackenzie Arnold.
Trinity Alina Belafont. Raylan and Barry. Delaney Ann Cowan.
Michael Edward Dean.
Aubrey Brianna Fee.
Introducing the beautiful and talented
Rayleigh Jaden Frazier.
darker gentry.
Ava Corinne Grissom.
Ellen Page Heller.
Kinsley Kate Hickerson.
Michaela Danielle Hill.
Jaden Skyley Jones.
Colby Bryant Kell.
Destiny Brianne Lewis.
Brooklyn Olivia Lynch.
Gabriel Elias McClanahan. Introducing Dylan.
Michael McLeod.
Adeline Hunter Miller. Hunter Shane Ogden.
Brooke Elizabeth Pacheco.
Kendra Nicole Parker.
Asia the Princess Powell. Keely Madison Rader.
Constance Marie Richardson.
Alyssa Michelle Robertson.
Aiden Nathaniel Scalf. Sam Schultz.
Blake Balin Smith.
Willow Sproles. Treasure Francetta Stewart. Ashlyn McKenna Willis.
Congratulations.
Olivia Lee Wilson.
How about those graduates? At this time, I would like to recognize our graduates that were not able to make it to the ceremony. Reese Bradford, Jaden Brewer, Dalen Christian, Chloe Irwin, Marley Fleener, Ethan Gore, Rayanna Harris, Varique Harris, Kane Hudston, Ariel Keithley, Kaylee Lehman, Allie Ledbetter, Israel Maddox, Maisie McDonald, Emerson Michelle, Keegan Pickleton, Lauren Post, Jasmine Raeza, Javon Roberts, Aaron Saisung, Marshall Smay, Brian Lee Smith, Maya Stegner, and Aliyah Weiser. Soon to be TOPS graduates, are you ready? Sure, are you ready? Okay. You have been working towards this moment for 13 years. Take a moment to reflect on all the challenges you faced, obstacles you have overcome, and how much you've grown. Life is full of seasons where you experience ups and downs, but this is what makes life special. School is designed to prepare you for this. And even though you may not feel it at this very moment, your hard work and effort will prove to be the deciding factor. I've always said online learning is much more difficult than in-person learning because you, the student, must prepare, plan, and push through difficult times without a teacher standing right there with you. But you have prevailed. You are here now, and I know you will take these learning experiences with you throughout your lifetime. Some of you will move on to college. Others will go straight to work. And others will not know their next step. And that's okay. No matter the situation, rest assured that you are prepared to rise to the challenge. Each of you has your own story from this moment forward. And I know you will flourish in whatever you choose to do so. But regardless of where you go or what you do, never forget, once you become part of the TOPS family, you will always be part of the TOPS family. Graduates, please stand. With diplomas in hand, the time has come for our graduates to turn their tassels from right to left, symbolizing the crossing from high school to the next exciting stage in their lives. Will everyone please stand and join me in congratulating the TOPS graduating class of 2026. All right, the graduates are going back to the classroom at this time. We'll send your graduates back down the hallway to meet you outside of the auditorium. Thank you for coming. Have a good night.